Musical memories, songs that will last. Musical memories, songs from above. Musical memories, songs of God's love. Your soul shall live on forever, on through the fields of time, for there'll never be another to be like that wonderful mother of mine. M is for the million things she gave me. O is that she's only growing old. T is for the tears she shed to save me. H is for her heart as pure as gold. E is for the eyes of love light shining. R is right, it's right, she'll always be. Put them all together, they spell mother, the one who means the world to me. Welcome to Musical Memories. I'm Martha Garvin, and this is the week for Mother's Day. Don't you always just kind of enjoy Mother's Day songs? You know, we don't get to really hear them too often, do we? I don't think so. So many of the blessed old songs that, well, we just don't sing them. Are they out of date? Well, not on Musical Memories. And so today, you see, my piano stand is completely filled with songs that I want us to do together. You'll probably know them all, probably be able to sing them right off the top of your head, as we do most songs on Musical Memories. My mother's old Bible is true, sure. My mother's old Bible, her treasure divine, so dear to her heart and so precious to mine, each day growing sweeter, more fadeless and new. My mother's old Bible, so precious and new. My mother's old Bible is true. My mother's old Bible is true. My guide to that shore where I'll meet her once more. My mother's old Bible transgressions was nailed to a tree. It tells how he conquered death, hell, and the grave, and now at God's right hand has power to save. My mother's old Bible is true. My mother's old Bible is true. My guide to that shore where I'll meet her once more. My mother's old Bible is true. If I should be living when Jesus comes and could know the day and the hour, I'd like to be standing at Mother's tomb when Jesus comes in his bar. 'Twill be a wonderful, happy day up there on the golden strand, when I shall hear Jesus, my Savior, say, shake hands with your mother again. There's coming a time when I can go home to meet my loved ones up there. There I can see Jesus around the throne in that bright city so fair. 'Twill be a wonderful, happy day up there on the golden strand, when I can hear Jesus, my Savior, say, shake hands with your mother again. There'll be no more sorrow nor pain to bear in that home beyond the sky. A glorious thought, when we all get there, we'll never say goodbye. 'Twill be a wonderful, happy day up there on the golden strand, when I can hear Jesus, my Savior, say, shake hands with your mother again. Shake hands with your mother again. You know, my mind has been flooded this week about thoughts of Mama. Well, yours probably too, anticipating Mother's Day. I went back to when I was a little girl in Hannibal, Missouri. Of course, don't I always? Sure. I couldn't help but think of my mother's week. So different than ours, isn't it? We have so many push buttons. Mom didn't have any of those. Yeah, Monday was always wash day. Mom kept the Maytag out on the back porch, you know, the screened-in porch, where we used to sleep on summer nights. Down on the Mississippi, hot nights. Kept it out on the back porch. In the summertime, she used to do the washing out there. Of course, she'd have to heat the water. No hot water heaters. Always started with Dad's white shirts. They had to be extra white, you know, so always had Dad's white shirts. Then she went to the coloreds, and, well, you know how they used to sort the clothes. Sure, because we used the same water. Remember the old Maytags with that red lever? She'd wash them, and then she would put the clothes through the wringer, remember? And then she got the automatic that the wringer would go, electrically. The red lever, she taught me how to hit the red lever so you don't get your fingers caught in the wringer. Yeah, she'd do 4 or 5 loads of clothes. Yeah. Then when she was all through, we kids would have to wash the back porch. Couldn't waste the water, you know. Sure, that was my mama's. And about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that was her day, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, she'd start to bring in the clothes off of that clothesline. Nothing compares with sheets hung out, does it? Oh, I love the smell of sheets that have been hung out to dry. And she'd bring the clothes all in, and then she had to sprinkle them. Remember how the ladies used to get that little thing that they stuck in a bottle of pop and would sprinkle? But, you know, my mama never had one of those. She always just flung her hands. You know, she'd get a bowl of water and fling her hands. And then she'd roll them up real tight. She'd put them in a basket, and I think she covered them with an oilcloth. That was her Monday. You're right, Tuesday was always ironing day. She'd stand and iron most of the day. Of course, sure, Dad's shirts, you know, with the stiff collars and cuffs. She'd starch them and she'd iron them, and, well, she'd listen to Ma Perkins and Our Gal Sunday on the Grundig radio that I think my dad had gotten at an auction sale. You know, the kind that went clear to the floor. Ironed all day. I can remember when I was just Singer sewing machine tall, how Mama would take a 100-pound feed sack and make me a dress, remember? I know that's so foreign to the young kids, but the feed sacks came, you know, it was probably 1.5 yards of material, and it would have flowers or little designs. Mother loved to get a feed sack, and I would stand by the sewing machine, the old treadle, remember? She'd have to pump it. And I would watch my Mama magically turn a 100-pound feed sack into a dress for me. She'd put ribbons or maybe a little lace, and I would have a beautiful dress. Oh, I've had more expensive dresses. I've even had a few dresses with designer labels that cost quite a bit of money. But I never had a dress that I wore with more pride, because my Mama made it at her Singer